Okay, well, hello everyone, and welcome to our Let's Talk.
Hi.
Tonight we're going to discuss some of our favorite games of 2018, as well as what we're looking forward to in 2019. I guess I can start us off. Oh, did I just get a notification on my phone? Is someone that important, or is it just... Oh, it's just my phone letting me know that I'm live.
Hey,
Okay.
I just want you to know that you're live.
Alright, I guess I will start. Yeah, one of the biggest games I played this year was probably Monster Hunter World. I probably sunk about 400 hours into that.
Oh, damn.
Good game.
What systems did you get it for?
The Xbox.
Okay.
I got it for PlayStation.
I actually just got that for Switch.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll add any sort of cross-play stuff, but probably not. No. So as of right now, Sony's been somewhat against cross-play, and
If anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna
it
be
would be
Switch
probably
and
Switch and Xbox, but I don't know that
yeah.
that would happen with Capcom being a more Japanese company. Would they want to work? Because I know, well, with Xbox Live, I know that's been some issues with some other companies as of late. But yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed Monster Hunter a lot. Lots of different weapons, all the different monsters, all with their unique mechanics. It's just you know,
Also,
doesn't
all
always
the public
bore me too much.
events.
Oh yeah, and they constantly put out they like rotating event quests and been adding more monsters and limited time. Like they've recently it was the Arc Tempered monsters, giving like new armor and more powerful weapons.
That, and because of the nature of the game, they have the Capcom skins, and they had the Horizon Zero Dawn Aloy skin for the PlayStation users.
Oh yeah, like I know there's like the little Mega Man skin for the cat. I think they got Dante from Devil May Cry, and I know what is coming. I think Witcher stuff is coming.
Yeah,
I'm
they announced
excited for that.
Witcher is going to be in the game, and a new area, so that's probably going to be a DLC content. I think it's called
Yes, they
Frozen
did.
Lands or something,
Frostbite or
or
Iceberg or
Frozen.
something. Let's see. Yeah, I think it was Iceberg. Iceborne.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So yeah, that was a big one I
What's
played this
Dream?
year.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, I know there's, but I think that expansion's not coming till like late autumn 2019, so it's almost like it feels like it's too far away to announce like an expansion update like that. Would have liked to have seen it sooner, because at this point the game's been out just about a year.
oh, you're asking too much.
Yeah, maybe.
True, but the announcement was also made as part of the announcement. They were adding that one new raid dungeon kind of thing.
Ah, yes, the Siege. So they added the Arc Tempered Cool Tarath, which I've been playing a little bit of.
It's jazz.
So yeah,
I
that's a
just
cool like you really need like a team of 4, and if you have even more groups going at the same time, you like share points so you can get like better rewards. Yeah, so that was probably that was probably like my top game for the year. I don't know if one of you guys what about you guys? Yes, Greg,
I've
Connors
played a
go
few
first.
games, but I'll end up going just because
Yeah.
I've played a few games. The new Spider-Man that came out this year. I actually restarted up The Witcher again, but as far as games that came out in 2018, I gotta be honest with you, outside of Spider-Man, don't remember much. Like I didn't really play that much into the Destiny series.
Yeah, I was kind of done with Destiny.
Yeah, I'm just not outside of that, like I play mostly like the Galacticraft and Overwatch. So I'm actually excited to get into Monster Hunter Worlds now that I got it for the Switch. It wasn't like I ended up kind of like pushing it off, and then uh, I've been playing a crap ton of the new Smash Ultimate game.
Yeah, probably gonna look into getting a Switch within the next month or so. Grab like Smash and Kart.
I walked into Best Buy and I saw 4 people with like Switches in their hands, and all of them had Smash copy, and I was just like, yeah, that's the only reason people are probably buying this console right now.
That Tobey Maguire Spider-Man skin for Spider-Man the game was pretty good.
Yeah, outside of that, it's pretty much all the games that I've played. Spider-Man, Smash Ultimate, and it's kind of it.
Yeah, let's see. I'd
Pretty
pull up a
uneventful
list
for me.
before of what had come out because I missed. Just looking through what released.
I got Detroit Become Human and Battlefield 5 this year.
That's another one that I forgot, huh? Detroit Becomes Human.
It was a good game. It's well worth it to watch Let's Plays of it just to see how people react and have such different and varying storylines that they get to.
The
But like
replayability of it didn't really seem too worth it to me.
that's the bad thing about David Cage games, because after you beat them, it's like, why do I replay it? But what they did is to entice replayability is at the end of each chapter, it had a timeline of all your choices and all the possible choices you could have made. And some of those choices were locked if you didn't do certain things in previous chapters with the characters.
Yeah, kind of. I saw the thing, but like I kind of just beat it in the way that I beat it the first time, and I kind of just left it at that.
I played it 3 times, and each time I tried to play it differently. The second time, I got Kara killed right off the bat. I felt so bad about that, and I never did that again.
It's out of curiosity, are they really the paths are really that different? Because I mean, it's sort of why I
As far as I knew, like
playing
some
Mass
people could
Effect.
just not be like he said, he got someone killed right off the bat. That
Mhm.
means that person's just not there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's sort of like the same thing was like, I guess for me, Mass Effect was probably one of the first games with so many choices and stuff, and I wanted to replay. I played that a bunch, replayed it a bunch, making different choices, but in the end, you really just got to the same exact place. It's just
Yeah.
Bob wasn't
You-
there.
You still end up in the same place, but the about Detroit Become Human is some of the characters like you can kill and they'll be permadead, and then the story has to keep going, but you won't have any control over that character anymore. They'll be gone, replaces somebody else.
Except for one dude.
Except for one dude. And there's achievement to get him killed in every scenario. That's possible.
That's such a dumb achievement, but it's so funny. Like there's one that I really tried hard, and I was just like, I'm gonna get him killed this time, and then it's just like, oh, by the way, it's really hard for him to get pissed off at you to like actually get him to kill you, and I was like, well,
Are you talking about the Hank scene in the park?
yeah, like I really tried.
You just have to act like a robot and be like, I don't care. I don't care if I die. I'm a robot. That, and also in previous chapters, you have to do stuff to piss Hank off.
I think that's what the issue was. Like I couldn't do it because I didn't piss him off enough before.
I guess.
Hello.
I mean, story-wise, with Detroit Become Human, they could have done a bit of a better job with some of the elements and just storytelling in general. But still, it's a fun game. And if you ever get a chance, watch Best Friends Play. Let's Play video of Detroit Become Human, because it's 3 guys and each one of them has control over one separate character, and they play through the game twice.
Oh, that's cool.
And one of the
Seems like a
guys
fun
is playing
game.
Carrie. He's like, "Oh, I hope you guys don't screw over my character somehow." And they're like, "Oh no, nothing we do is going to screw over your character." Let's just say it doesn't work out for that character.
Don't you love stories like that though?
I guess. What about I guess we'll move on. What about you, Chaz?
What are my picks for 2018?
Yeah. What did you
I only remember like the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Did Monster Hunter
I was
come out
having
this
the
year?
same issue.
Yeah, it came out in January.
Came out in January.
was
Monster
talking
Hunter
about that,
World
yeah.
was definitely one of my favorites.
I just started a new character with it.
Big,
You know,
look it through some of the big released pieces of the year. Monster Hunter.
State of Decay 2 came out with some good DLCs. They came out with the what's the first one they came out with?
They had like the little Independence pack. I remember.
Yeah, it's
And
not
they
that
added
one.
some
Not,
stuff,
not
but
one.
then it was. I
Um,
forget what it was called. I'm forgetting what it was called.
They added
so-
another. They added something else before that, that I think was pretty
Yeah,
good.
the Horde mode one, or was there?
No, the Horde mode just came out in October. But that one definitely I would highlight, because that was that definitely added. That was a new feature for them, and I think it added just a different mode, and it was a lot faster. It's not like a drag out. You know, you can keep going through it. Well, you could keep going through it over and over again. It was definitely replayable, but it was more I guess just a different way to play the game, rather than just being sneaky, getting resources and going back and forth. It was just like here you are, you're a soldier, you have to protect this guy.
Yeah, it gave a nice way to get.
They just
into
came
some
out
of
with
the combat.
another DLC, another like small update that I think
some
added
like
some other
Zombie
more
Hunter.
missions. They added
Zombie
a
Hunter.
crossbow, and I think they just added some more elements to the game. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I gotta go back. To it.
Fallout 76, even though most people don't seem to care much for it, I still enjoy it for
You have
what
that
it
for
is
PC or console?
for console.
Country roads, take me home
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the place where I belong, West Virginia.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think I played too many games this year myself. I think it was like, I said Monster Hunter was the big one for me. State of Decay, Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves
Forza.
came out this year?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
Sea of Thieves
March.
came out this year.
Jeez.
Since we're speaking of DLC, the
Yeah,
Life
I
is
enjoyed it.
Strange Before the Storm Farewell DLC came out this year. And so did the Awesome Adventure of Captain Spirit.
just before we sort of start recapping, or too much, I guess, or everyone giving more. Mario hasn't said anything yet. What was your favorite game of the year, Mario?
Mario?
there?
Good talk, Mario. Good talk.
Or just microphone.
Oh,
Hello? Hey guys.
There he is.
Mario,
Hello.
best babysitter on the planet.
See, Jess in the chat. I forgot to pulling this up before, but I mentioned God of War.
I'm very limited and only have an Xbox, so I enjoyed Monster Hunter. It came out earlier this year. I think I put 100 hours in it this year, which isn't much compared to other people. Forsaken was, pretty good before. In September it came out. I liked the DLC. The story was fun. A new game that just came out was Kingdom Be Crowns that I've been playing.
Oh yeah.
nonstop.
It's fucking addicting.
It's very addicting. It's the third iteration of the original Kingdoms, and then Kingdoms New Land, and then this is the third game that came out. And it's really good. I like the new upgrades they did. They added a new battle system, art style. They added new units. That was tons of fun. I think I beat the campaign twice already. I'm still trying to play it. I'm still playing it again.
Yeah, I beat the regular one. I'm playing the Shogun DLC now. Playing through a Shogun. The Shogun's definitely much harder.
Yes, much harder. The bamboo gets in the way. There's so much
Yeah.
bamboo.
Yeah.
Just
That's
release the
I think-
pandas, still taking the bamboo.
I think the counter raids are much worse.
Yeah, sure.
'Cause I
That's a
just
game you can
barely
double
survived one.
co-op. This they came out with a co-op mode this time around, which really helps with management and allocating your resources correctly and having one person take care of the west and one person take care of the east. I like that mode. Though there's kind of buggy, that mode. It is a little buggy. Does mobile games count? I really like the Westworld mobile game. We've been playing that a lot.
I can't say why they wouldn't.
I mean, I don't have an Xbox, so that's all the games I really played. Destiny, Westworld, Kingdom. I played a little with Sea of Thieves, but I didn't like it as much as other people did. I just wish they had more, like, I don't know, a progressive system where you gave it to like do something with your pirate other than just do quests and for gold. But I don't know, it
Depends on,
just
like,
didn't
cosmetics
grab
and
me.
stuff you get, yeah. But
What
I
do you mean?
understand some of that stuff.
I don't know, like if you could like if it was a class system for your pirates and you could use that like, hey, this one's with the guns and this one makes it more like you can invest it to your character other than just buying
Okay.
cosmetics.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the video of the guys singing sea shanties while playing Sea of Thieves?
I
No.
don't think so.
I'll look it up and send you a link at some point. It's great.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed Sea of Thieves. I know some people didn't. I think they were expecting more. No, I got what I was expecting out of it. Yeah, like, I enjoy it. It's fun. Sail around with people and, search for the treasure. Like, the ship combat and, like, how everyone needs to do stuff is fun. It can be kind of hard if you get, especially if you come up against a good coordinated team.
Why
I
would that
definitely
be
like the
hard?
multiplayer aspect of it. That was the best part to me. I just wish I cared more about my character and what my character did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much they could really do. People always said, "Oh, what if we could get better weapons and stuff?" And then it's just like that unbalances the game, to where then there is no chance for somebody who doesn't play like 100 hours
Yeah.
to go up
Yeah, there's-
against a team that only plays Sea of Thieves, has all the
Yeah.
super weapons and special armor on their ship.
Do you think it would help if it was like an offline mode where you could just play against the skulls and the skeletons and
I mean, not really,
Untreated.
because To be fair, we haven't like every time we've played Sea of Thieves, I don't think we've encountered a whole lot of people. I mean,
Yeah,
other
it's usually
than
like
maybe the
one or
last time we played,
yeah, you
it
usually run
was
into
like
like
the
one.
the biggest encounter.
Yeah,
I guess
and the
maybe
other
I should
night.
say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was like an annoying fight with those people were good.
and that was
But
like
we
the
were just
biggest
happy.
encounter I've had so far. Other
Yeah,
than that, like most of the time, other crews are either friendly or they might mess with you a little bit, but they won't fuck you over and just keep following you. They might
move along.
fuck you over once and then like yeah, fuck off. It pretty much gets boring after a while because like how long are you gonna mess with one
Yeah,
crew?
it's usually only beneficial you want to go after them once to get their loot, and then after that, they'll probably come after you again to try to get it back. But then why? There's no point to just keep sinking their ship again and again.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's sort of my point. Like, there's no time. Like, why? There was no reason for me to invest all the hours. Like, I'm not gonna improve my ship. The ship,
I would
Yeah.
say it's more fun as like a pick up and play game if you have it.
Yeah.
You can just
Yeah,
pick up and play it, and it doesn't
Wouldn't it
matter if
also be
you
more fun with
if you
a team
played.
though?
Yeah, yeah. Oh no,
yeah.
that's
But
definitely.
there was the other
But
time we teamed up with like 3 other ships on the server and just went around doing skull. I think we did like 2 skull forts,
yeah, yeah.
and they did
Joining the
add in
clan would
the
be.
they did add in like the pirate ship, the skeleton ships,
Hmm. Yeah.
which definitely added a little more. So this way you're not always going against other players. If you're not
A
too good, you
clan
can
would be
go after
fun.
that.
So you could like
Those.
make a clan, have a fleet of ships.
Oh, like a
That would
like
be
a
unfair.
yeah. That
Uh-huh.
probably help
I mean,
about a little bit.
you can kind of do that when it would be. They do need a way to add people into the server. Because I mean, yeah, if you want to, because since they added that like team up mechanic, the like ally flag or whatever it is, so you can do like a team up, and I don't think you won't kill each other, and when you turn in loot, you get a small share percentage and that stuff. So it was
Mhm.
like, but there's no way you can only get 4 people onto your ship. So it's like if I
Yeah.
have when a couple times we've done game nights, we've had like 8 people, so we can get 2 ships. We'd love to team up together, but we can't get those 2 ships in the same server. Maybe that'll change. They are releasing an arena mode. They talked about it recently. Um, Supposed to come early 2019. It's going to be a new mode you'll select when you start the game, and it's going to be like a race to collect treasure and stuff with other ships. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, so it seems like a bit of a mix of like a battle royale with like a treasure capture race. I think there's supposed to be like high reward payouts and stuff. We'll learn more about that, I guess, once it gets closer.
A game that was, I don't know, I would like to talk about a little bit is Destiny, where it just seems to have mixed review or mixed feelings about it. I feel like it was not as popular among my group of friends as it was in the past. Uh, like it wasn't even considered. Like most, I feel like most of the games that did very well were the single player games, like God of War and Spider Man, and those are the ones I really praised this year. I was wondering why many multiplayer games weren't as popular this year, or maybe that other than Monster Hunter, which uh,
For
I don't know.
Destiny, personally, I can say it's because of Burnout, because after the Warmind and Curse of Osiris DLC fell a little bit flat, Forsaken was good, but then it was like, okay, I'm done with Forsaken, great thing, now I have to just grind all this stuff out, and I personally didn't have time to do that. And also with the change time zones that everybody, I couldn't really team up with anybody.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
still haven't done any of the raids for Destiny 2, or
Me
the
neither,
dungeon thing.
actually.
yeah, I didn't bother with Forsaken. I played the base game and pretty much dipped by the land after like 2 months. I mean, it was fun. I got my fix. I got what I wanted out of it. But yeah, like the only strikes were a little better. The gunplay was much better than I was expecting. Uh,
I couldn't
was
get
just-
back into the grind for that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is so
Grind
much
was
more
not the
grindy
same.
than I remember it to be.
Yeah, I think people probably got a little burnt out on the Destiny 1 grind. Maybe, I don't know. It's like I got what I wanted.
No, that's
The- the-
fair. Yeah.
I like the raid. The
Also-
raid's fun to do, coordinating with the 6 people, but there was only one raid, and I didn't think did the second DLC, the Osiris thing, even have a real raid?
No, none of the.
They
none-
added a raid layer.
You had to wait layers.
It wasn't.
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
you-
Not worth getting into, probably.
Yeah, you
I
mostly
mean,
had
it's
just.
fun.
Forsaken have a raid?
Yes,
Yes.
Forsaken had
Yes,
the
they
raid.
did.
I've yet to play it.
Hmm.
But again, I just
And
haven't put any hours of grinding.
Now
like-
they have the season pass, so right now it's the Black Armory, and I didn't buy it, so I was able to walk in there, get the cutscene of the Black Armory person, and then wasn't able to do anything else.
Yeah, it really pissed me off. Because you need to be at least level 600 to be able to play the content. And I am nowhere near that. So I just bought something that I can play for at least another 3 more weeks until I have to grind up to get to the level I need to be able to play it. Which is so frustrating. Like you buy annual
And
pass and you think
The
you can play
Nightfalls
immediately.
are still wonky with their matchmaking because it takes forever. Because, I mean,
Oh,
I'm gonna
right,
hand it to
that
Bungie. Bungie, they tried
ridiculous-
doing something awesome with the guided games,
Guided
but
games clan search thing.
poor
It's like-
execution. And
Yeah.
why is it still in?
Like grinding wise, all I did was I just jumped into Crucible and I was able to get to like I think light level like 550 in like a week. Not even. Like it's the game is such geared towards PvP players in that sense.
Mhm.
Like especially if you're solo than anyone else. Like I didn't even have to win half of the time, and like
Mhm.
I just I
do
couldn't
not
do it.
enjoy the PvP in that game. No, I
The
think I said it last
PvP
year,
is
it's-
fun, and I do enjoy that they're adding new modes, but there comes a point where you're like, I don't want to play PvP because I got matched up with the same people 5 games in a row, and I just want to take a break.
It's
I'd
kind of like
say,
how I feel with Overwatch sometimes.
It's what I love.
Well, let's
Bandit Grind.
I think we're gonna keep talking Destiny. I feel like we've kind of been on it for a little bit now.
And we talked about Battlefield 5.
Sure. Gonna move on to Battlefield.
Did anybody else get it? Or just me?
Does
Nope.
not
I
sound
did
like
I
it.
have it, but I haven't installed it yet, so I have no idea how it is.
It's fun. I mean, I was never a fan of the Battlefield series, but I played Battlefield 1, enjoyed it. The 5th one came out, really enjoyed it, and I do want to talk about The Last Tiger, if that's okay.
Let's just try to stick to the overall games. You can talk about individual games maybe a bit more later.
Okay.
But I think it's more of a any other games of like 2018 that you guys might think enjoyed really well.
Yeah, I think I pretty much enjoyed everything I played. You know, Monster Hunter, Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, Forza. You know, I'm not usually a big racing guy, but they gave out the Horizon 2 was free for games with gold, and I was like, yeah, definitely gonna pick up Horizon 4, and it was a fun game. You know, I'm not. Like I
Is
said,
that the
not
one
usually
that
a
has the
racing game.
Warthog and the Halo racetrack?
Yes. Yeah, it does have that. It was just a fun, like a fun racing game. Just to drive all over the London, British countryside and whatnot.
Mm.
Just doing races, lots of different cars, just like crazy stunts and stuff.
I know that Battle Royale was a big thing this year, with Black Ops 4 ditching single player and just going straight multiplayer.
Oh yeah, that did come out this year. Yeah. Did anyone have that?
What game?
Black Ops, Blackout,
Ops.
Blackout.
No, I didn't play that.
Yeah, no, I thought about picking it up, but never got around to it. I mean,
I've never been too
I
big
don't
on
think
the.
it bothers me. It doesn't bother me that they dropped the campaign because there's still plenty of
I think,
content in that
yeah,
game.
I would think it
Like
didn't matter
they've
to
got a
them. 'Cause-
full their standard like arena multiplayer mode. They've got the zombies mode. They've got like you said, the blackout mode. Is there some other like co-op mode thing or that
I don't think so. I think that was it.
did it?
I think Zombies was the only co-op mode that game, other than like a team blackout mode that they had.
Yeah, I thought about picking that up. I mean, I've seen some of the and I was interested in it, like that, and I know Battlefield 5 is also coming out with a battle royale mode. I think
Hasn't Battlefield? Wasn't Battlefield like almost always kind of like a battle royale type mode?
No, but they did have a mode called a. They did have Gun Game, which was a pretty fun free for all mode.
It's just like I just
Wasn't a-
remember Battlefield like being such huge maps with a bunch
Yeah.
of people in it. It kind
Yeah.
of
Oh, yeah.
felt like it was a battle
they
royale
can do
mode.
like they can do like 64 player games, or is it 64 player teams?
I think it's 64 player games.
Yeah.
I
that
mean,
sounds
it
right.
And,
might
like,
be
you're
higher
on
on
player games.
PC.
You're on a team, and I think it's like 128 people were like max, but you needed like a legit computer for it or something like
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, I think
The Battlefield series hasn't really been about like PvP, but like just deathmatch modes, but it's more been like focused on the objective modes,
Oh yeah, yeah. I would
like
definitely
Gold
agree.
Rush, and I do like the new operations in Battlefield 5.
yeah, I mean I would because I mean PUBG was fun, but I wanted to check out some of these other battle royale modes because it's like just that it's already a proven. They already have like the proper gameplay mechanics
Mhm.
down, and they already so they didn't have to like build that up from the ground up as much as like PUBG had to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And PUBG just came out on PlayStation.
Ah, yes, I did see that.
Hmm.
Uh,
Did PUBG get out of beta or alpha this year? Because like it releases an official game, right? I'm trying to think.
PUBG, yeah, back in September, they launched the 1.0 update for Xbox. I believe it's technically 1.0 on the PlayStation. I have not played it, and I don't. It's only been a couple weeks, so I don't even really know how well it plays. I mean, I haven't seen the stories like it was when Xbox launched, or, in the game preview, and everyone's like, it's impossible to play. So I'm assuming it's running better than the initial game preview launch.
You guys talk about Nintendo? I think Lewis is the only one who had Nintendo, right?
Yeah, we briefly touched on Smash earlier. What else came out this year on the...
Like Odyssey, Link came out this year.
Oh yeah, there was
Right.
another game that I got that I haven't actually got the chance to play. Is
Pretty sure those
was it
have all been out
Octopath?
for a long time now.
Octopath Traveler?
Octopath, okay, I don't
Oh yeah, the
know much
RPG.
about that.
I heard a little bit about that, but I have no idea what it's about.
It's kind of like an RPG, like an old school RPG style game, like almost like a dungeon crawler, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So,
Sounds amazing.
Did Skyrim come out for Switch yet?
I'm pretty sure that came out when at launch. Sure, shortly after launch, I'm pretty sure they had it.
Yeah, I guess I didn't play as much games as I thought this year.
It's because most of the games like went on sale at some point, like during either Black Friday or Christmas break from last year. Like I picked up the complete edition of Horizon Zero Dawn for like $20.
What else? We touched a little on Fallout 76. I like that. I enjoyed it. I think I'm pretty much
this year,
on the
outside
wall
of
with
like a
that.
couple like huge like games that came out, like there's really only been maybe a handful of games this year that have come out that are extremely memorable.
Mm.
Like I don't think I was like over like I never had the desire to like run to the store and buy the new game, like a new game that came out. Like it was always like I'm interested in it and I might go into it, just not right now kind of thing.
Mm.
It wasn't like I felt like this year was like a catch up year. Like this is like the year that you used to catch up on all the games that came out last year and the year before.
Hmm.
So,
I don't have a PS4, but I hear phenomenal things about the three games that pretty much dominated the Game of the Years.
what was it Spider-Man,
conversation.
God of War, and I can't remember the third.
Yeah, can't
Red
remember.
Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, Red
But,
Dead. I didn't play that one
but Red
either.
Dead was Xbox as well, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, two of the games then, I guess. Spider-Man and
yeah,
God of
Spider-Man
War.
and God of War like
The
are
games
amazing
were
games.
huge, man.
I never like I played the original God of War, and I didn't have the desire to play this one. I played probably maybe like the first hour of this God of War game, and I kind of haven't touched it since. My little brother loved that game. He played it to oblivion, but it wasn't something that I felt needed to be played for me.
My friend who doesn't play video Spider-Man, he plays it nonstop, and he almost never plays video games. So that game might be special. I'd like to get a PS4 one day. The games I feel like I'm missing out on.
I hardly play my PS4. I don't know, most of these like single player story games, good and stuff.
I've been trying to play my PlayStation
Yeah,
4 more. That's why I got Horizon Zero Dawn when I could.
They don't do it so much for me. It's like I get one. I just feel like
Everybody gets one.
once you do up one playthrough, not really that interested to go back. I'd prefer to like, or even then once you try to pick it up again, it's like you don't even know where you are to relearn everything. Whereas I feel most of them, I don't know, some of the more multiplayer things that you can always just jump back into.
I would love to get into like an MMO or something of that style. But like I don't want to go into one by myself. Like especially something like WoW where it's like you have the season
Oh yeah,
people.
yeah.
So like I would love to get into an MMO, but I would love I like that's something that I would want to play with people who like I know. I don't want to start that by myself.
I played a good amount of Elder Scrolls Online this year too.
Didn't we have a like DC Online group going at one point?
We did.
Did a couple game nights in it. And I know when it launched on Xbox, we had a couple of us like played for like a week or two. But yeah, I haven't played that game in a couple years. But I did enjoy it. Would always go back to that. So I don't know if I know they do have PlayStation. DC Universe has PlayStation and PC crossplay.
Mm. Okay.
I doubt it's gonna come to Xbox. No, so if you ever want to play Elder Scrolls, I have Elder Scrolls Online for PC and PlayStation. Or not PlayStation, Xbox, PC and Xbox. Though there's no crossplay in there. So I mean, if you wanted to pick one of those up, Lewis, though I would prefer playing Elder Scrolls on the Xbox.
So I occasionally get notifications for Star Wars, the Old Republic game. I used to play a lot when I had a decent computer. Might get back into that if I ever had a new good PC. It was the first raid I've ever done. That was fun. I like playing with friends. And multiplayer games is what I like to focus on, but I didn't feel like a lot of multiplayer games came out this year that really grabbed my interest. That's why I enjoy Smite so much.
Oh, alright, well, before... Is there anything in 2018 we want to talk about before we move on to 2019? And talk about what's to come?
We skipped over Assassin's Creed Odyssey and
Oh.
Far Cry 5 just a little bit.
Did anyone get them?
Did anybody here play them?
Yeah.
I did not. I have it, and I still haven't touched it.
Are we gamers, guys? Are we really gamers?
Yes, but
I
we're
don't-
poor.
It's
Or
not
we're
even. It's
financially
not even about being
responsible. We
poor
buy
too.
really
It's like
cheap
there's
games.
certain games that like this year, like I said, it's just these past like few months is just like I haven't had the desire to play. Like I fell off of Assassin's Creed after Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
would say-
fell off. Like like after like I spent so much time getting all the Easter eggs and getting the stuff to find out what happened with the golden apple, and I'm like I was just done. Like I spent hours just and like this was like around the same time like just like I refused to go on the internet to figure out how to solve certain puzzles, and I was just like I spent so much time I just couldn't do it anymore.
So I take it no one else got Odyssey.
Doesn't seem that way.
But what about Far Cry? Anyone play that?
I played a little bit of Far Cry. Far Cry was fun. I don't just it did Just Cause 4 come out this year?
Yes, it did actually.
Yeah, it just came out.
So like I was planning on getting that because I did like the Just Cause series. So like that's
Yeah, actually,
I-
now that you mentioned it. Yeah.
I just love playing games that just like lets you do whatever the hell you want with like it like plots. We don't need plots. Like kind of like I just love stuff like that.
I may purchase it for myself as well. I just thought about that. It was a really good series. I did enjoy it. So, or yeah, I would delve.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for 2018 though.
Anybody looking forward to something in 2019?
I got a couple games that I'm actually looking forward to.
Yeah.
And I
Lewis, you
hope
wanna
I don't
start?
just kill myself, but
Hello, Cassidy.
let's see.
Yeah,
We
just
got
finished. So yeah, I guess we just finished. We're gonna
Anthem?
Finish up 2018 and move on to what we're looking forward to.
So, like,
Lewis just mentioned Anthem. That
yeah, we
is
like I
big
know Anthem is
BioWare
coming out, and I have like kind of like considering the people who are creating Anthem, I'm kind of just like about it. Like I'm trying not to get my hopes too high about it, but I really I'm my hope, and this is probably setting it too high to begin with, but it's to kind of replace Destiny.
Destiny.
Yes.
What does it look like to me? Yeah.
Possibly.
I can kind of see where you're going with that because it'd be a new IP instead of building onto an old one. So I think it would have that initial draw. But if it's
Mhm.
more, if I guess all depends on how it plays and how it works out. Because if it just ends up being more of the same, I think people will just get turned off of it.
But not
like
even
they
like
did.
it could play the same. The content needs to be there. It can't be like, oh,
Yeah.
you will get content in like in a year and a half from
Oh,
now.
okay, and yeah, that's also fair.
So like it could play the exact same as Destiny, like mechanics wise, but like as long as the content's there and it keeps me drawn. Like Overwatch, well, Overwatch's content has the same kind of thing. Like I have that competitive feel to it, so like that, like I never get bored of something like that. But yeah, Anthem is something that I'm really hoping that'll replace like my Destiny itch to play with friends.
Mm.
And then in terms of like a fighting game, I'm kind of interested in Jump Force. I don't know if anyone's seen that one.
Is
Oh,
that
is
the
that
one with
like
all the anime characters?
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Smash
it's-
Brothers with anime.
Yeah, it's all the characters from Shonen Jumps and comic series or anime series.
Ooh,
So you get like the My Hero Academias, you get the Gokus, the One Pieces, stuff like that.
It's Naruto. I know Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah,
In there
Naruto,
as well.
Yu-Gi-Oh is another one. Like there's a bunch of like fighters that are actually like I'm somewhat into like I saw a trailer for it. I wasn't 100% on like what they had there, and like if they fine tune a couple things, it could be a very interesting one for me to play at least. And then
I guess before we go too far off the fighters, I know fighting games. Dragon Ball Fighters came out this year as well.
yeah,
Did,
Dragonfall.
Any of you
I
guys
played
play
that, and I even got a fight stick, and I played it. Like,
Yeah, I never
My Hero
picked it up. I
Academia
know I
came out
tried
this year,
to.
too,
I know I tried to play the beta
but
or
I wasn't
whatever,
sure.
but I think the servers were a little bit of a mess at the time, and then it was also just weird in the
it's
their
definitely
the
different.
the system was the big issue.
That
That
oh my
what is
god.
with these games putting in these, I think we've said it like last year, but these social spaces instead of just putting in a normal
Like
menu system.
menu system
It's
and
like,
go
oh, okay,
hit.
you walk over here and talk to this guy to start. It's like, this isn't an RPG. It's not a, like, just put this as a menu. It goes so much faster and so much easier.
What ends up happening is I feel like they try so hard to be different and to try to draw people in by like, look, this is the fancy new system, and it ends up like kind of backfiring at them.
Kingdom Hearts is probably the one game that I'm looking forward to the most.
Ooh, Kingdom Hearts. So
Yeah,
I've
the
told the
internet,
story
people are
before.
leaking stuff.
Yeah, I've
I'm
told people
still
this
not
story
convinced
before.
It's real. The leak's a fake. They're just not
Right?
saying it's not. They're not saying it's fake because they're like, if we tell them it's not, it's a fake.
Yo, you know how much
They'll
backlash
know we have no game.
Like, if you know how, like, at this point in time, if they just came out and said, "Yo, guys, by the way, that was all fake," the backlash that they would get for something like this would be, like, they would probably go under. Like, so many people are so hyped up for that game. So my little anecdote was when I was younger. I want to say the original Kingdom Hearts, which I think came out for PlayStation 1 or 2. So that was probably when I was like 8 or 9 years old. I was playing the game and I got mad far. I beat all the planets the first time around before you make the second go around to try to beat the planets again, because they're like, "Oh, nope, you did it once, now you got to do it again." So I was about to do it the second run, and I actually just finished beating Sephiroth in the Hercules tournament, which was in another insane battle. And my older brother goes to play the game, and he ends up saving over my save file.
Oh my god.
And I never played another Kingdom Hearts game again. Like, the amount of, like, it was one of those, like, well, I'm putting this game down and I'm not touching it, like, forever. But now that this new one's coming out, I have the PS Vita, so what I might do is I might just buy the combo pack for the PS Vita and play it on there for a bit. That life lesson taught me, though, make sure you have double save files on everything. So, like, I always had one that was like at the top at like this was back in memory card days, but at the top of the memory card there was a slot, and then you had like the slot 99 all the way at the bottom, and I would always save one in slot 1, and I would always save one in slot 99. So this way there was no opportunity for there to be a mess up, and I would always have a save file just in case it got saved over or corrupted or something. But yeah, I am excited for Kingdom Hearts. I hope that comes out. Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry
been
about my
13
background.
Turn
long
on your
years.
PlayStation cloud saves. I just
Yeah, I
saw
mean,
something about
really,
somebody
you
who
can
didn't
complain about
realize
13
his
long-
PlayStation wasn't on cloud saves, so his PlayStation just died and he's lost everything from the
Oh,
last.
mine's on cloud
like,
saves.
3
I've
years, whatever,
reformatted
so
my
60
system. I put a
songs.
new hard drive in. That I'm all set. I even have all my save files on a flash drive on my PlayStation.
Okay.
I mean, you said it was a 13-year long wait for Kingdom Hearts, but like think of all the people who are still waiting for the remaster of not Resident Evil, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
Like,
that's gonna
I
be a
mean,
while.
remaster and what's it called? And an actual sequel to the game is not. Oh my god, I'm about to die. Not exactly the same, but yeah, um that's definitely a fair comparison. A long
I
time.
guess let's stay on.
Square Enix likes to make us wait, huh? Square Enix likes to
Pirates,
make us wait.
Kingdom Hearts. What else?
Borderland
I
comes
know-
out, I think.
Days Gone is gonna be coming out next year, hopefully. And then the Division 2 is also gonna be coming out next year. That's another big game.
Guess the Division.
Last of Us 2.
Let's see. When is Division supposed to?
Oh
be
yeah, Last of Us 2 is coming out. I never beat Last of Us 1.
I highly suggest you give it another go because it's a good game.
Oh no, I love the game, but like I already know the ending and everything, and I make fun of my little brother, like even though I don't actually mean what I say, and I was just like, Ellie should have died.
Oh, Division 2 is a little closer than I thought it was. March 15th.
Like I always say it all the time just to make him mad. I was just like, I was just be like, Ellie should have died. She should have gave her life for everyone else. But like I like obviously I don't mean that, but still it's kind of funny.
That's very
Let's see.
Borderlands comes out, right, this year? Or are they
What?
working along
What's coming out? What,
Borderlands?
Mario? You gotta speak up
Borderlands.
clearly.
Borderlands.
I don't know.
What Borderlands?
I know they
Borderlands
released
3,
a
they still
Borderlands
have-
VR version of the second game,
They just
and
they
there's
just put
some
out
rumor of
Borderlands.
Borderlands 3, but nothing
I
really
mean,
Well, they've
confirmed.
confirmed that they're working on it, but there hasn't been an official announcement trailer or anything.
Is there supposed to be a Gears of War game coming out next year?
Yes, Gears 5 is supposed to launch in the fall next year. Looking forward to that.
Me and my older brother played that game a lot. Like we actually like that was one of the games that me and him actually played a lot together. And we did the co-op mode to try to beat it. So that was
Gears
a
is
good
a lot
one.
of fun. Interested to see how that goes.
Is anyone excited for Days Gone?
I don't think I heard of it.
It's like a zombie apocalyptic world. Another one of those the zombie apocalypse. But in this one you have more control over like your surroundings. So you can kind of use the zombies to help you out. So if you see an enemy gang on the other side, and you have like an explosive barrel, you can set it up so that way the zombies will heal the explosive barrel and go after the enemy base. So you can kind of use that, and it's a like I saw a trailer for it. It looked really good in terms of like quality wise. It is a PS4 exclusive though.
I've been muted.
Chaz has been muted.
Explain why no one was responding.
The only new console I plan to get this year is the Switch, so I don't know if any new Switch games are coming out.
I mean, Pokemon 2019 is supposed to whatever that's gonna be. Other than that, I don't know I don't follow the Nintendo stuff enough to know what's.
I don't know if there's gonna be any really big exclusives for the Switch. I feel like they kind of like overplayed their hands this year with coming out with Mario Party and the new Smash Brothers, and just like I feel like they kind of overplayed their hands in terms of the games right now, and I feel like they're hoping that Smash
I
just
mean,
getting released might be able to hold them over until they come out with um another what's the word
what was
exclusive.
that report? Oh, that like it's the fastest selling console this year, or like in the last, like it's a really well selling console.
It's it was supposed to be like the fastest selling console in this generation or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know exactly what it was. Yeah, but it's selling well. Developers are getting on board.
There's something called I don't know what that is. I can't even pronounce that. Inokuniku? I don't know. Oh, the Mario and Luigi Bowser Inside Story is also coming out.
Yes, I'm definitely getting a Switch. I think I'm getting like this month or next month.
Weirdly enough,
maybe.
that's actually for
What is it?
3DS.
Mario and Luigi.
What?
Yeah.
I
So
lost
Mario
like
and
3
Luigi Bowser Inside Story and the Bowser Jr. collection. It's like
Journey.
it's a collection thing. So it's not
It's like
a
a,
new game.
a
It's a
remaster,
remake.
re-release.
Yeah. You also have the new Super Mario Bros. U for the Switch. So I'm assuming that's also another remake because unless they're calling it Ultimate, that came out for the Wii U.
Yeah. What else? Uh,
There's some game called Origami Shadow Edition that's also coming out for the Switch, and that seems like it's a Switch exclusive. I feel like for the most part, what they've been doing is instead of going for mostly exclusives, they've been trying to get every big name game to come to their side as well. So, like,
I guess here's
they-
I got a list of some of the Switch games that are listed for 2019. They don't have an official date yet. None of these have a date. So we've got the Untitled Animal Crossing game. Fire Emblem Three Houses, Luigi's Mansion 3.
yo,
Nice.
that
Wow.
game is gonna be awesome. Okay, now I'm excited.
Luigi's Mansion?
Bro, the original Luigi's Mansion was insane, and then the Dark Side of the Moon re-release that they did, where it was like a kind of like a new game plus mode, that was also really good. Like that game, I loved Luigi's Mansion.
What else is listed here? Yoshi's Crafted World? The Untitled Pokemon game? That looks like it's about it for Switch exclusives, I can see.
Get fucked, other team.
I mean, what else am I looking? Anyone else got anything, or should I jump in?
No, go ahead. What else is coming out in 19?
Crackdown. I'm looking for Crackdown 3. It'll be out in March, February. I know that's a fun co-op game. Just jump around, blow up the city.
I don't know if it's gonna be coming out, but I'm actually stupid excited for this game. And it's the Cyberpunk 2077 game.
I don't know that that's
Oh
listed.
yeah.
I
Supposed
don't
to be
know
out
if it's
this
coming
year.
out next year or this
don't-
year
yeah.
or like whatever,
Whatever you
but
want to label it. I don't think
Are
that's on
you
the
in
list.
Cyberpunk Watch?
I don't know what Mario's trying to say.
Cyberpunk Watch. It's ongoing joke that Lawrence does on the Funhouse podcast.
Or just being.
All right.
Beyond Good and
No.
Evil 2 is also supposed to be coming out.
Oh, supposedly that other BioWare. I guess it was BioWare or was that working on that? The other EA, not BioWare. EA Star Wars game, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. They teased last year at
Oh,
E3.
I've never heard of it.
Me neither. I love Star Wars.
They haven't put a trailer out or anything for it. It was very much a little tease during E3 last year. It was like one of the in-between developers, in-between trailers at the EA conference,
Hmm.
where they were just like, "Yeah, we got someone here to tell us about the Star Wars game," and he's like, we're working on the new Star Wars game, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order," and that's all he had to say. But everybody went crazy about it.
Is if you put out anything with like a big name like Star Wars, it's like everyone's gonna be hyped about it.
Anything else?
Nothing I can think of. I think that my big, like I said, my big only things. I've also sort of lost interest in some of the hype for games because I'm not like super following every little bit of information, waiting for them to
Mhm.
come out. I've
Yeah.
I think in the last year or two, I've managed to just like let go of that. So I'm like, when it's out, it'll be out, and I'll play it then.
Yeah.
Like sort of like Fallout. I mean, I enjoyed Fallout. I was looking forward to it, but I didn't bother like following it much past the initial announcement.
Right.
Like they kept putting out new information. And I was like, I'm interested in it. I'll play it and I'll see what it's like when it comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than Crackdown, maybe some Anthem, and Gears at the end of the year, I don't think there's anything.
Is there any news on? I know it's probably not 2019, but Halo Infinite when that might be even on the I know it's on the horizon. I guess we
Yeah,
know.
it's probably gonna be 2020. I'm gonna guess that
Okay.
it's not gonna launch alongside Gears this fall. Probably don't want to do that. But we will probably see a beta, or maybe they announced that they're gonna do a flighting system for the for the beta.
Mhm.
Actually test multiple builds of the game throughout the time. It'll probably be a little similar to like how they did the Master Chief Collection.
Mhm.
If they did some of the new betas back over the summer, where like they'd put it up for like a weekend, it would be like this build testing like specific modes and whatever.
Mhm.
So they'll probably cycle it through, so it'll be more than just like 1 week of a beta. It'll be like a couple weekends or over. But again, we'll have to wait and see. I would assume assuming a fall 2020 release for Halo Infinite, we would probably see some of these flighting betas start late next year, late 2019.
Mm.
Isn't Dragon Age coming out next year as well?
There's a new Dragon Age game.
They did release a trailer, but I don't know that they released a. I can look that up. I don't know if they put a release date for that.
Yeah, I want a sequel to Dragon Age.
What is that? Dragon Age 4?
Is it a sequel to Inquisition? Inquisitor?
Inquisition.
Inquisition, thank you. Yeah, I don't know how the Dragon Age series works. The first game I ever played was Dragon Age Inquisition, and then I never. No. I think by going back and
There's
forth.
1 and 2, and I think then it went to Inquisition.
Yeah. Yeah, it says still very early in development. According to them, some other site is claiming that it's still 3 years away.
3 years away.
But I don't know if that's.
Solus.
I'm thinking maybe 2. I think that's. I don't know that that's. Yeah, this article is not a direct. It seems like it's just a suspicion.
I feel like people were talking about games. What's called E3. So I thought maybe it's coming out sooner.
You were about to.
Yeah.
Evan, you're loud. It's late.
Is there anything else?
I think that's the most. I think that's most of the games that I'm like pretty excited for. Like I played Rage and I liked the original Rage. So Rage 2 coming out next year is actually gonna be pretty fun for me.
Oh yeah, I remember that was a cool. They showed off some. It was a cool looking gameplay. We'll see what it's like when it
Yeah, it was like a Mad Men-esque type game,
Mhm.
or Mad
like a
Max. I
game.
mean,
Yeah, like a
it's
Mad Max Borderlands-ish.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like the gun customization was pretty okay. Um, you get like these buggies to go around, like to traverse the wasteland, and it's definitely a lot of fun in my opinion. So like I remember having a great time playing it, especially at that point there was like you can team up with your friends or whatever. So that game I did have a lot of fun with that game. So I'm pretty hopeful for that game that's coming out.
Let's see, May 14th. Yeah,
Yep.
don't know much. Do they have
And
like? Is
then
it gonna be
two.
like a co-op thing?
Like honestly, I don't think they would change it too much from the like in terms of like co-op. I don't think they would change it too much from the original. Like you could definitely play with people
Okay.
in the first one, so I think they would keep
Yeah,
that.
they would
Because
probably keep
that was a
that.
good feature. I don't see why they would get rid of it.
Yeah, so yeah, that's probably something I might pick up.
I haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna get it for PlayStation or PC. Because I played the original on PC.
Yes. I guess in terms of out of sort of games, I'm hopeful for more crossplay stuff this year. I know Smite supposed to have their PC, PlayStation, or not. I'm sorry, not PlayStation. Their PC, Xbox, and Switch crossplay is supposed to launch in January sometime.
Mm.
Honestly, PlayStation is messing up with this crossplay. Like they're so scared that they're gonna lose people that they don't want to act. They don't want to act on it.
Yeah, I don't know what. I know they did put in like a beta for Fortnite crossplay.
They also did like a beta for letting people change their names.
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb. Like the names changing situation is either someone really messed up on the coding, and like the name change ties way too deep into like whatever code that they put in there, and they just
Yeah, it is.
like it's something so difficult to change. But like they're making it seem like rocket science, where like Xbox had that feature since Xbox 360, if I remember.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So
I
it's
know they
like
did in it.
like
There was a big change when it went from Xbox to Xbox 360. Like they tied like email addresses, and you kind of was kind of making like a new account. There was a major overhaul for Xbox Live when the 360 came out.
yeah, so like
So
they like if they come out with PlayStation 5 and like they need to do something to fix the name. Like they
yeah,
like
I don't know
something,
that they can. I think they're too far in, honestly.
but like at this point, if they need to, it's like I hate my name, but I don't want like at this point, like if I would basically have to get rid of my name now and just like get rid of my account with which
Which would
I wasn't
lose
too
saves and stuff as well. Would
yeah I wasn't
you
too
can't.
big on like getting trophies or achievement hunting too much for myself. So like that's not too big like of an issue because if you really looked at my profile, there's I probably played like a 200-300 games and I've only platinumed like 3. So it's like I wasn't too big on trophy hunting, so that's not a big thing. But the save files, re-adding everyone to friends list,
Yeah, I
just
think that
all that
was
stuff is just
a thing in there that the name change. Yeah, like everything was super linked with their names on the PlayStation. Like it isn't. I'm gonna assume a little bit for the Xbox. Like you have your name, which is your main display, but there's like an underlying like root account ID number
yeah,
that
it's like
is
the
what's
same
actually
thing with
used. But PlayStation
Steam.
went strictly on the name. It's just the name. So all the coding looks at, whatever the name specifically.
Yeah, Xbox kind of had the same thing with Steam. Like Steam, you can change the nickname, but like the account was tied to your email address, not the nickname. So it's like I had probably 15 different names when I was playing Counter Strike. So I was just kept on changing them out, doing whatever I felt like, but then you always have to still sign in with the same old email. So like, and then
Yep.
even that you can change. Like if you lost access to that email, you'd be like, oh yeah, here, just do a new one. So I don't understand why they just did like someone didn't do the smart thing when PlayStation originally started coming out with that and just said, let's link it to the current email and not whatever it is.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I mentioned crossplay. Oh, I just remembered another game I forgot. Minecraft Dungeons.
What's that?
They announced it in September. It's coming to PC sometime this year. It's a dungeon crawler, just done in Minecraft. Think sort of
Oh.
like Diablo or any classic dungeon crawler. I'm assuming first person Minecraft or third person, where your pickaxes and you just go in, fighting monsters, collecting armor. We'll see more about it when it comes out, but I'm interested to see what it is, what it's like. Right now, I think they just said PC, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do Switch and Xbox for add in that crossplay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off a bit early. So
Alright,
I'll
yeah.
talk to you guys
I think
later.
we're about to wrap up here, I would say.
Cool. Sounds good. All right,
So,
guys. Talk to y'all later.
Okay.
any
Alright,
last
Chess, take care.
games or
I think that's pretty much all of it. And Final Fantasy 15 is coming out with the DLC next year, stuff like that. But after I beat Final Fantasy 15, I was just like, I'm done. It's one of those I'm done playing it after I beat it kind of thing. So I just we'll see what happens.
yeah, I think my recap was I'm looking Crackdown, little Anthem, Gears 5, this Minecraft Dungeons could be interesting, and then way out on the horizon would be Halo Infinite. And yeah, I said more crossplay stuff, so. You guys got anything else you wanna last minute recaps of what you're looking forward to?
I think that's pretty much all. Like I said, my piece.
Well, thank you guys for coming. Have another game night next week. If there's anything you want to play, please let us know. We've also have a survey 2018 to cover, it covers game nights, meetups, everything RTNY. So if there's anything you want to give us feedback, we can do better next year, let us know. Yeah, I think that covers just about all of it. Probably
Cool.
do Jackbox next week since it'll be the beginning of the new year. But yeah, let us know what else you want to play. We'll definitely try to work stuff in.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming. Say goodnight.
All right, Garrett. That was fun.
Nice.
Talk to you
stream.
later.
We'll talk to you soon.